So you've just grown yourself a nice fresh tray of wheatgrass. What are you going to do with it? Well, in this video I'm going to show you 3 ways to use wheatgrass. It's important to understand that as humans we're not able to digest the fibre in wheatgrass. So while we can eat small quantities of this and the fibre will just pass through, large quantities probably isn't a good idea. So the 3 ways of using wheatgrass are going to be 3 different ways of getting the juice out. So, the first way. The first way that we're going to look at is quite simply chewing the wheatgrass. So we're going to take scissors and cut some wheatgrass. What we're going to do is we're going to cut it quite close to the bottom, maybe about an inch above the bottom, so that we can allow the wheatgrass to grow, and put it in our mouth and chew it. As you chew the wheatgrass, you'll taste the juice coming out of it. But so that we don't consume too much of the fibre which we're not going to digest, after we've chewed for a while and got the juice out, now this bit's a little bit gross, we're going to take the fibre back out and throw it away. So that's way number 1. I recommend this way particularly for people who are just getting started on wheatgrass. Wheatgrass is amazingly good for you, but it's also very powerful, and if you're not used to it, it can be quite strong in your system. So this is a good way to just get a small amount of the juice in, and do that regularly for a while to let your body get used to it. Once we've got used to wheatgrass, we might want to start having more of it, and chewing and taking the fibre out all the time might get a bit tiresome. So the second way we're going to look at is an easy way to get more of the wheatgrass juice without any particularly specialised equipment. We're going to use a standard blender, and we're going to put about half a cup of water in there and a really good handful of wheatgrass that I've cut, and then we are simply going to blend. After blending for a minute or so, all of that wheatgrass is going to have been churned right up with the water, and so what we're going to do is we're going to tip it through a strainer so that we can separate the fibre out from the juice which we've released by the blending, and then we'll drink the juice that comes out the bottom. You'll notice that the juice produced in this way using the blender is a bit foamy, and some would argue that the aeration that happens due to that isn't great for the quality of the wheatgrass juice, but it's a great way, without buying specialised equipment, to efficiently get more wheatgrass juice. Once you've been using wheatgrass for a while, you might decide that it's worth getting some specialised equipment. This is a little hand-operated juicer that I use, and I find it really good. You just feed the wheatgrass in the top here, and you crank the handle, and it winds through. Then as the wheatgrass moves through, the fibre comes out this end, and the juice comes out this end and collects in this container. So after a bit of juicing, this is what you end up with: some beautiful dark green, non-foamy wheatgrass juice. So there you go, 3 different ways to get your wheatgrass juice. One last tip: if you really don't like the taste of the juice, you can always combine it with some other fresh fruit juice that you might make. But after a while, you probably find that the flavour grows on you.